So the season is finally over. Well, I don't know why I say that like I'm kind of excited, because I'm not excited. The season is over. It's been a very, very long season with a lot of twists and turns, but it is now over, and now we got to go back and talk about all of the crazy things that happened. But today we're going to start on the little smaller spectrum of things and talk about the little guys of the sport.
Lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the
What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be starting our NASCAR 2019 season review series. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and just a quick word from our partners over at NASCAR Talk America. NASCAR Talk America is a NASCAR Discord server that is growing into so much more. Yes, we have this Discord server here where you can talk about anything you want here in the talk arena. You can answer the question of the day. Actually, I'll do that right now. Who is your pick for Texas? Even though this is being recorded after the first stage, I gotta go with Kevin Harvick. I feel like he's going to win this race. Also, Rip Chase. But I think Kevin Harvick's got a good chance of winning this race. Anyways, moving on. Here is all your news, stats, standings. All of that is there. Here's race commentary. As you can see, we're in the middle of the Texas race right now. He is commentating about the Texas race. Going on down here, there's some other stuff for yourself, promo, stuff like that. And here's actually my section where I put all of my uploads, and you see you can interact with me in my section. But that is not all. There is now a new YouTube channel, which has right now currently consists of most of our mixer stream highlights, as we had our first mixer stream last Friday, November 1st. It was a lot of fun. You guys, if you guys want to be involved in that, you guys can join the actual Discord server, and we're definitely going to have more events coming up in the future. We're not sure the dates and stuff like that, but if you join, you will know when they come around. And that'll be a lot of fun racing with you guys. But there's so much to do. We're actually starting to dive into other sports than NASCAR. So if you guys aren't necessarily maybe #1 NASCAR fans, and you maybe like the NBA or NFL more, there will be a YouTube channel where we'll talk about stuff in the NFL and the NBA and all of that stuff, and NASCAR as well. I will be talking about the NBA and NASCAR and some other sports. So NASCAR Talk America, my favorite Discord server, and I'm having a lot of fun on there, so be sure to go join. The link down below in the description, along with all of our other partners. Thank you, NASCAR Talk America, for your great partnership, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. I want to quickly preface this by saying this is going to be different from the other type of videos. It's going to be kind of a speed round kind of ordeal. Won't be that long of a video because I won't go very much into detail. Also, throughout this series, I will not be talking about the future. I may briefly mention their plans for 2020, but I will also be doing a preview series for the 2020 season come to late December, early January, probably more January into the February type area. So you're going to have to stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to talk about their season. Maybe if it had their next season kind of maybe affected this season, then I might mention it, but there won't be a lot of mention about the 2020 season. And like I said, this one is going to be the small guys, and I might make a little jabs at some teams and stuff like that. But technically you could put RCR, I would say, in this category, but I want to make a whole ass video on just how bad that organization is, so we'll hold off to make that video. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So Landon Castle, he's still in the sport. That's interesting. Alright, so believe it or not, I'm actually proud of Ty Dillon, and he's actually around the community kind of gained the name as the good Dillon, because even though he is in lesser equipment and does not, I mean, I wouldn't say have nearly, but he has, obviously slightly worse stats than that of his brother, not by a lot, but still a little bit worse. I think in less equipment than Austin Dillon, he is doing incredible. He has 2 stage wins on the season, or had 2 stage wins on the season. It looked pretty good. I mean, obviously you got to remember it wasn't good by normal standards, but for that 13 car and for Ty Dillon, definitely a good season. And I don't know. I feel like Ty Dillon is the more talented of the two Dillon brothers. Austin might have showed talent early, but as we all know, it has all gone away. And really, this season, in my opinion, is his last chance. Obviously, he has that 3-car for as long as he wants it. But I would say for me, I'm giving him one last chance to kind of win my heart. But that's next season, so I need to stop talking about it. That's not even Austin Dillon. But Ty Dillon, he is somebody who I think is most definitely talented. I think maybe I'd like to see him in a competitive Xfinity ride before I say he should get a competitive Cup ride. But what he's doing in his 13 car is kind of what Casey Mears did. You know, every once in a while you'll see him up there outperforming. I mean, he won a stage at Bristol on some strategy, but nevertheless, definitely like what I saw from Ty Dillon this year. Now, as I put him in the kind of category of trash cars, I would say, or just irrelevant cars, I want to give a huge shout out to Corey LaJoie because, believe it or not, Corey actually had a better average finish than that of Matt DiBenedetto. He had a 9th place finish at Charlotte. I believe one of the super speedways he did good, but he had a better average finish than that of Matt DiBenedetto, which is something surprising considering how well Matt DiBenedetto, he didn't do well. I mean, he did how average in terms of, I don't know. But Matt DiBenedetto obviously drove his heart out in this car. But Corey LaJoie came in the season after, and even though a lot of people consider Matt DiBenedetto a better driver, including myself, Corey LaJoie did put up a great season, and a huge shout out to him for when he first got this ride, I didn't think anything of it. I thought they'd kind of go back to what they used to be before Matt DiBenedetto, but he definitely changed my mind on that. Not a competitive team by any stretch of the imagination. But definitely some interesting stuff to see what Corey LaJoie does in the offseason. I don't know. I think the sky's the limit. He could maybe, if he can snag a ride or something. But, again, that's the future. Again, we'll have to see. But as for this season, a great season for that 32 team, as looks like an even greater future ahead of them. And getting to the front row people, David Reagan in that 38 car, he is done. It's definitely been an interesting career as we kind of review his career here. He was a journeyman, to say the least. Had a couple good races here this season. Seemed to just be able to qualify, but never could really actually compete. But got that random second place start, or had the pole row. I don't know what it was. Either at first or second, I forget. I think Hamrick had the pole. But got that random second place at Kansas. But that was really the highlight of his year. But, it's definitely been a great season. I don't know if it's really been a great season. I wouldn't say that. But it's been a great career. Definitely had a lot of hype at the early end of his career and hasn't really been able to live up to that. But a solid career nevertheless. As I did in my best driver from every state video, I also, again, forgot that Matt Tifft was driving, but I didn't mean it as a jab. I legitimately just forgot, especially since the unfortunate health issues that plagued the end of the season. It looks like he will not be back in that front row 36. Actually, I think it's confirmed that he won't be back in that 36. But as for how his season went, not really anything that we didn't expect. And he never really, I can't really point to a certain part of the season where you could say, hey, he actually showed talent here. Hey, he actually had a good race here. I think there was maybe a couple random top 20s or top 25s because a lot of cars wrecked. But besides that, just a really uneventful season. But I hope all the best for Matt Tiff's future and hope he gets well soon. Do you guys remember when this guy was supposed to bring front row racing to the next level and bring him consistent results after his days at Levine Family Racing? Do I really have to tell you how Rick Ware Racing / the rest of Starcom Racing, besides Atlantic Castle, because I already did, Spire Motorsports won a race. That's about it. That's really all they did all season long. Shout out to Justin Haley. I can't blame them for doing what they did. Can you? It worked out, obviously. It's a crazy chance, but yeah, they got to win. They'll probably be the only win in their very short history. I don't know how long they'll be. I don't know. I guess I can't count them out quite yet. They do have a win, which is more than some drivers can say. So shout out to Justin Haley, though. I do want to say, don't hate on Justin Haley. I feel like that he's talented, he's developing, he's only 20, 21 years old, so he has plenty of time to develop, and I think he can turn into not just a great Xfinity driver, but a future Cup star. I mean, I'm just saying. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but, and I know I was going to talk about future, but there's nothing to talk about to review for this team, so I just want to kind of talk about Justin Haley. And I don't know if he'll be a star, but I think he can definitely be a solid Cup driver in the future. Get a couple more wins, but actually on talent. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. And that is all I have for today. So if you guys do enjoy or did enjoy, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you guys can see as soon as a video comes out. This new review series is going to be a lot of fun. I plan on doing RPM next, so be sure to stay tuned for that, kind of talking about their season. It's definitely going to be an interesting type of season to talk about, and I'm probably going to have to put it into different stages, but you'll see when I get there. So I'm going to try and do these kind of like once a week, twice a week maybe, and get some career mode videos in there as well. But for now, that's all I got for today, so be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below what are you guys' thoughts on all the teams mentioned in the video. Was I accurate? Was I not? And that's all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.